Keeping Up with Jones, the Lonnie Jones podcast adventure, is sponsored by us. What? We sponsor ourselves? Is that even legal? Check us out on Amazon. You can have access to the titles of Pedagogue, the youth ministry book by Lonnie Jones, Cognitive Spiritual Development, a Christ-centered approach to spiritual self-esteem, Grappling with Life, Controlling Your Inside Space, a small essay using the principles of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to talk about psychological and emotional self-defense, If I Were a Mouse, a children's book written and illustrated by Lonnie Jones, and then The Selfish Reel, a very short story about a decision. Also, you can check out our YouTube channel to see archived lessons and presentations from across the country, some videos with rope tricks and knots. Don't forget to visit the Facebook page 550 Guys to learn about the little rope men that we make and that we invented and that we make. And then be sure to click like, subscribe, and share. This is Keeping Up with Jones, the Lonnie Jones podcast adventure. The Jack Zorn Scholarship is named after the founder of Lads to Leaders, who is also a Faulkner alumnus. This scholarship is meant to help address the minister shortage in the churches of Christ. It provides a completely free tuition to qualified students who are majoring in either Bible or ministry and are committed to becoming a minister after graduation. Applicants who have been accepted for admission and completed all scholarship requirements by December the 15th each year will receive priority consideration. You can apply for this at faulkner.edu and click Apply Now. Faulkner.edu, click Apply Now. Or for more information and a review of the requirements, visit faulkner.edu/Zorn, Z-O-R-N, faulkner.edu/Zorn, or contact admissions at faulkner.edu. Faulkner University is a sponsor of Keeping Up with Jones, the Lonnie Jones podcast adventure. I had these rituals as a dad. When Lonnie Beth was an infant, if I woke up in the middle of the night, I would get up, walk through the house in the pitch black dark, and lay my hands on her. I wanted to be able to navigate my house in complete darkness and find that baby. You don't want to come into my house, and you don't want to be in my house when the lights are out. As she got a little older, we had this ritual that I would tuck her into bed, and after we tell some stories and sing some songs, and we would have our prayer, then I would make my circuit and check the house. I'd check the doors and check the windows, and after we moved to the house on Luna, I would always check to make sure the garage door was down. So I tucked LB into bed. I was walking down the hall, turning out lights and trying to turn door handles, and then I decided to check and see, hey, did we actually remember to lower the garage door? I opened the door and switched on the light. Have you ever seen an animated Walmart bag? Have you ever seen a Walmart sack jump up and down like it had Tigger inside it, just bouncing? If you ever see one, you'll notice it. If it ever starts bouncing around your garage like Tigger, you'll go, hey, wow, that bag is jumping up and down like Tigger. I looked at this bag and I said to myself, you don't see that every day. That Walmart bag is hopping around like there's something in it. And about the time I came to the conclusion that the only way for the Walmart bag to have life in it was for it to have life in it, the rat stuck his head out of the bag. No doubt the rat looked at me and in rat language screamed, "It's a human!" About the same time I screamed in human language, "That's a rat!" Now, just for clarification, this is not the largest rat I've ever seen. This is not the largest rat I've ever encountered. It is the largest rat I've ever seen in my garage. He scampered out of the Walmart bag and under the car. I grabbed a long handle mop and gave chase. He escaped out of a small hole where the garage door and the wall doesn't meet. Apparently, this was his means of ingress and egress. And so the very next day, I went to town and I bought rat snacks. I can't spell all the ingredients that come in the little box. I know that most of them, I think about 95% or greater, are tasty and harmless when it comes to rats and the consumption of the said product. About 5% of the rat snacks contain some chemical, and on the box, the chemical purports to kill Mice, rats, wharf rats, wood rats, field rats, gopher rats, roof rats, fat rats, skinny rats, and I'm assuming garage invading Walmart sack wearing rats. The sad part of all this is the rat. Now, instinctively, this rat knew to run from me. Instinct said, that's a human. Get out of here. Instinct said, you're really not supposed to be in here. And when they cut the lights on and they look at you, you should leave. He knows by instinct not to come into the garage while we are there. And if he's in the garage and we enter the garage, he leaves the garage. And this is all built into him instinctively. But he will come into the garage. And he will eat the rat snacks. Now, this poor little dumb creature can't do the math. He can't figure out if I shouldn't be in here and if I shouldn't be near them, then what they give me for free can't be good for me. 2 days ago, he was scavenging and running for his life. And now every night in the same corner, he shows up and there's rat manna and it covers the ground. Now, I put enough rat snacks out there and they've been eaten that I know I'm feeding several creatures. I'm not just killing the one rat I saw. This rat is killing himself and his little rat friends, and he's killing his little rat family. Lonnie Beth asked me about the rat poison and how it worked. I told her, I'm really not sure how it works, but I don't think they get sick and have convulsions and run a fever. I think they eat it and they eat it and they eat it, and eventually they go back to their little dens and they go to sleep. And I didn't have the heart to tell her and explain to her about the anticoagulant properties that rat poison has. I didn't tell her it's the same stuff that terrorists use when they put on the ball bearings they put in improvised explosives, so that if you get just a little wound from it, it could be fatal because you bleed out. I couldn't explain that to my daughter. I just said, I think that's the way it works. And with this gentle explanation, me making it sound better than it really was, she looked almost tearful and said, they don't know they're dying. They just go to sleep and they don't know that they won't wake up. That's so sad. I never really thought about it like that, but then I've never been a 7th grade girl. And I guess in truth, it is sad. If they knew it was killing them, they'd stop. You can teach a rat to run a maze. They can get into and out of places they aren't supposed to. They can survive a fall from a 5-story building. How'd you like to have been the scientist that tested that? And they can tread water for almost 3 days. But in the end, they're pretty dumb. You said they come into a place they shouldn't be. They expose themselves to things they shouldn't. And they eat stuff that kills them. And they don't even know it. Yeah, rats are dumb. But humans may be dumber. You see, God has a list of things, some warning labels, and they are guaranteed, without exception, to kill human happiness, human peace, human joy, human relationships, human families, and human civilizations. And most of what God warns us about is even toxic to human souls. And even though we know it will kill us, we eat it anyway. You see, the very first humans did that in the garden. We've carried on that tradition. In the garden, there was a clear demarcation. There was a warning label, and it said, if you eat this, you will die. And yet, because they wanted something else that was offered, because they wanted what had been promised that was a lie, they chose to ignore the label. And it ended up killing their relationship with God, their relationship with paradise, their relationship with each other. And through the centuries, we've carried on the tradition. Through the centuries, we choose to kill ourselves, to kill our happiness, to kill our success, to kill our peace. And we have clear warnings. If you want to summarize Christian teaching or biblical ethics, you can basically summarize it like this. Everything God has ever asked us to do is good for us. And everything God has ever forbidden us to do is bad for us. It's not some arbitrary thing. It's like a user's manual for people. This is how you get optimal performance out of a person. This is how you get optimal happiness. Everything God's ever asked us to do is good for us. Everything God's ever asked us to do is bad for us. And yet someone, something, some group will offer us free success, shortcut, easy path happiness. They'll offer it in snack form. And we will willingly swallow it. You see, don't feel too bad for the rats. Feel bad for the humans. The rats don't know any better. Using the tool of shortwave radio, World Christian Broadcasting literally covers the world every day with the gospel. They use 2 large curtain antennas. One is located in Anchor Point, Alaska, and the other in Madagascar. They send out messages that are recorded at their international home in Franklin, Tennessee. They make available 40 hours of broadcast every day. The broadcasts are made in English, Chinese, Russian, Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, English for Africa, and Arabic. They would love for your group to visit them. You can bring your ladies group, your youth group, or your men's group. Just give them a call at 615-371-8707, 615-371-8707, or you can go to 3Ws.worldchristian.org, find the Donate Here button, and make a financial contribution to support this work that literally covers the world every day with the gospel. World Christian Broadcasting, in cooperation with Keeping Up with Jones, the Lonnie Jones podcast adventure. The mission of Heritage Christian University is simple. They aim to advance the churches of Christ by equipping servants through undergraduate and graduate programs. Heritage Christian University produces effective communicators of the gospel, focusing on evangelism and a commitment to Scripture. Heritage Christian University is accredited by the Association for Biblical Higher Education and offers the following degrees: Associate of Arts in Biblical Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Biblical Studies, Master of Arts, Master of Ministry, and Master of Divinity. Since 1968, Heritage Christian University, formerly International Bible College, has offered affordable degrees in biblical studies, allowing graduates to thrive in their ministries without the burden of loan debt after graduation. For more information about Heritage Christian University, visit www.hcu.edu. That's 3 W's and a dot, hcu.edu. Heritage Christian University is a sponsor of Keeping Up with Jones, the Lonnie Jones podcast adventure.